Oh, crap. Okay, so it does work. Hello, gamers. It's me. Ya dog. I have with me a cup of coffee. And I'm ready to do space stuff. I do not remember what we were doing last time. I don't remember what our plans were. All I know is that I think we only completed the first year. So I guess we'll just, like, get back into it and figure it out. I don't know. Okay. So what do we got? We have physical skill increases. Okay, maybe we should do that. Toughness, animals. I have no idea what we're doing. Hold on. Let's look around. See if there's stuff to pick up at least. Oh, Dad. What's up, Dad? You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Oh, get in here, Tiger Butter. What are these names? Like, he usually calls me Plants. What's Tiger Butter? After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Agreed. I need a break soon. Why? Oh, I'm very unhappy. Okay. Can I take a break in here? Nope. Alright, let's just chill in the lounge, I guess. I could babysit, but now I gotta relax. You spend several hours a day obsessively checking the local holonet for updates. With so few people in the colony, social media can be very dead. It feels like you're talking to yourself sometimes. You try to start a few conversations, but most people are busy at work or school. I took the month off. What do I want to forget? What's my deck like? Okay, we could get rid of one discovering. Oh wait, did I? Okay, I did choose to get rid of discovering. So much has happened in the last month since the monster attack during Glow. The idea of this planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squads are training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They're reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class, you have drills on what to do in case the colony is attacked again. In all the excitement, you forgot today is your birthday. Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with enthusiastic shouts of "Surprise!" A Vertumnan year is only a little longer than an Earth. So you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours is in the second month of quiet. Spark snow drifts slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Your mom climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. Sorry, my throat's a little scratchy. But, like, the more water I have, the better it'll be at some point. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish, like a magic trick. At least, you think it's fruit. What are those? Bobber fruit, your dad grins. The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. They might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. You take a cautious bite. The pulp is soft and tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. I bet you can't wait to join those surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find? Lucky is not allowed outside the gates. Your mom interrupts, her voice sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says. But your mom cuts him off again. But not now. Not with... Your mom replies. Not with the... Not since the attack. Not with everything we know is out there now. I saw the glow attack coming. Ah, delusions. I helped. I was a hero. Don't even start, your mom snaps. You should have been in the crash with the others, not putting yourself in danger for no reason. You don't get it. You know your mom wasn't a farmer back on Earth. She was a fighter too. She's such a hypocrite. Even still, your mom says, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security Chief Rhett's offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, even for kids. If you're interested, you should drop in sometime. I might go for it. Yeah, might as well. Your mom gives you a stern look. And I know your friend Dis has been sneaking outside the wall, she says. If I catch you doing that, I'm gonna put a chip in your ear. You laugh. What a good joke. Your mom doesn't laugh. What? Me? Never. It's probably not that dangerous. I'll do what I want. Probably not that dangerous. Not that you would ever do it, but if other kids are out there, how bad could it be? This argument does not win you any favors with your mother. Alright. Does anyone have anything to say? Because if not... Wait a minute. Okay, let me save first. How do I save? Nope. Save. Lucky one. Overwrite. Let me see if I can get out there. Oh, sneak through the drain pipe. I think I have time, so I'll just focus on bravery, toughness, friendship, self-defense training. What do I get from this? Combat and animals! Okay. You attend your first session of Security Chief Rhett's self-defense classes. Self-defense! Sorry. It's a reference that I think only I'll understand, but if you guys watch Darkmane 2, you probably know. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anemone are the only kids. She gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Rhett rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking along, thinking you're safe within the walls, and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what do? Rhett chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're gonna chop that beast right in the throat. Hiya! He points at the assemble class, but only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. And the only way to learn is by doing. Who wants to volunteer for a demonstration? Huddle with Anemone for stronger step forward. Fuck it, let's go! Security Chief Rhett doesn't scare you. Or so you pretend. Rhett is like the biggest adult you know, and he's so intense. You step forward, and Rhett nods as he crouches down. Okay, I'm a manticore, stalking you through the forest. What do you do? Run the fuck away. There's a smattering of laughter among the other students, but you have to live your truth. If you see a manticore, you are out. True, that thing is huge, and we're like a tween right now. We'll die. Rhett doesn't laugh. That's correct, he says proudly. Only engage with the enemy when there's no other alternative. No one walks away from a fight without getting hurt. So the first rule of self-defense is to not put yourself in situations where you need to fight. Once you've learned situational awareness, we'll move on to hand-to-hand self-defense. Drawing on a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready, will we advance to weapons. There aren't that many weapons in the colony, mostly stun gloves and batons and a few plas rifles. You hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know how. I mean, probably. As you get older, challenges can have conditions. The challenge can suit social, mental, or physical, determines what conditions can appear and which decks will work best. Try social yellow cards if you want to win battles for social skills. Well, I don't have to worry about that right now. Hmm. I think this is good. This is as good as it's gonna get. Yeah. We're gonna keep training until we lose this, and then we'll head out. I'm just gonna check to see if anybody has anything to say. As you watch, he takes another rock from his pocket and stacks it with skin. He looks up at you. What? He says flatly. You've never seen rocks before? You dare you eat this worm? Oh yeah, discounters. Well, I double dare you to eat a worm. You can't just turn down a double dare. You're no meek little hop-eye. Okay, we got friendship and bravery. Crazy person. Hey Arnie. Yes, it's me, the crazy person. Slimy. Unsatisfying. Very, very gross. This eats his like a noodle, slurping it up and wrinkling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth. Ugh, he says, swallowing it whole. Then shows you his empty mouth. You should have known better than to dare a person who fears nothing. Crazy dog, yeah, that's me. Talking to mom? Nope. Doesn't have anything. What about you? Aren't logs big and heavy and we're kids? It's caber toss, an Emily shouts to you, then grunts with the effort of lifting a 6-meter-long mush tree pole. She throws it like a javelin down the hill and sprints after it. Jesus Christ. My best record, she shouts, and ties a piece of caution tape to the end of the pole. Your turn next, Cal says, pointing to the neatly stacked pile of construction poles behind you. From the looks of nearby construction, they're probably destined to be a new lookout tower someday. Choose an average one, choose a thicker, heavier. I don't think we're tough enough. So let's just do an average one. Lucky has made a fine pole selection, Cal narrates in a haughty voice, and has lifted it onto her shoulder. Next, she will approach the sprinting line and begin her run, tossing the caber before she reaches the throwing line. Lift, run, throw! What do we do? Okay, so it becomes physical, whatever it is, so... I mean, that's probably good, I think. That's a lot of zeros. Yeah, wait. Okay. I'll probably just do it like this. Yeah. Alright. One slot will turn the card's physical red. Yeah, okay. We don't need to use the 0, so maybe 5, 4... Hmm. Hmm. Is this good? I think this is as good as it's gonna get, so win. The pole sails down the hill past all the other poles, coming to rest sticking out of the ground. Wow, you beat my best distance, Anemone says when she jogs back up. Players can't beat each other in mushwood toss, Cal corrects her. They can only beat their own high scores. But you get 3 bonus points if it sticks out the ground like that. You play for the rest of the afternoon, adding rules and variations as you go. You don't stop until the entire stack of poles are in a jumble at the bottom of the hill and decorated festively... Sorry. Excuse me. Festively with caution tape. It's a wonder you got away with this. Yeah, I'm surprised nobody's chewed us out. Alright, now it's quiet. I should look up a guide again. Just a birthday guide, so I know when to gift people. Hold on. Let me pour myself some water real quick. And then while I pour myself some water, I'll also look up the birthday guide. Hold on. Getting myself some water. Getting myself some water. Oh my god, I just drained that blast. I should probably get a bigger glass, to be honest. But it's fine. Alright. So I have the information, and, let me see. Late dust, late wet. Right now it's pollen, right? Yeah, pollen. Early wet, late pollen. Who is this? Tammy. Oh, Tammy's late pollen, but we don't have anything for Tammy. Oh, but Dad has something to say. You meet your dad adjusting a watering pot in your mom's flower garden. He's having a sneezing fit, his eyes runny and red. You're alarmed. You've never seen him look sick before. People were hardly ever ill in the stratospheric, except sometimes when the zero-G rooms made them queasy. Not to worry, my little beanstalk, he says nasally. I'll be fine, just this pollen making my head a little stuffy. He wipes his nose with a handkerchief and looks around. Everywhere you turn, the air is soupy and tinged with pink from all the floating pollen. On Earth, your dad tells you, we used to call this hay fever. Even though it had nothing to do with hay, your mom cuts in, carrying a large bouquet of flowers. The native flowers seem to be in full bloom this year. This time of year, she buries her nose deep in them, and they smell fantastic. Your dad smiles kindly and agrees that they sure are beautiful, then he blows his nose loudly. I'm gonna tell him I'm scared of the pollen. Your mom sighs, Lucky, life on Vertumna is gonna be very hard if you let yourself be afraid of everything. Your dad cuts in. It's okay, kiddo. That's how plants reproduce. Your pollen might make your eyes itch, but you'll be fine. You want to tell them more about the bad feeling you have in your gut when you look at the pink haze, but you can't put into words. Your dad's eyes look so sad, but maybe that's just what Maybe that's just the allergies. Hey, Lucky. I know the last few weeks have been very hard for you. This might be a good time to relax and stick around in the quarters wing. I'm fine, Dad. Okay, glittering crystal cluster. I mean, I know Mars likes those. Mars yawns as you approach, making no attempt to hide it. It's so boring here. I just watch holovids all day and all night. Why would I bother sleeping? It's not like I need to save my energy for anything. She sighs. I wish I were in a holovid. Then maybe something interesting would happen. Found something you might like. Here you go. She holds the crystal up to the light and gazes into it. At the right angle, I can see my face in it. Beautiful. I haven't really raised my stats since then, so I think I could just head out. Sneak out through the drain pipe. Events in this area can be done in any order. They won't cause time to pass, but will increase your stress. Return home via the Expedition's Depot flag or the home button at the top left of the screen. Watch for collectible items you can bring back as gifts. Events respawn at the beginning of each year, and new collectibles have a chance to appear every season. Okay. You slipped through the drain pipe and out of the colony before anyone saw you. Anyone, that is, except for a dark form watching you from the trees nearby. Could that be... is that Dis? He turns and disappears into the jungle. Now you're sure of it. That was definitely Dis. He's not allowed outside the colony either. I'm gonna follow him. Oh, it's just stress, it's fine. You scamper after him through the brush, heedless of branches and brambles scraping at your arms and legs. Without a proper envirosuit, you get all scratched up. This kid is fast. You quickly lose sight of Dis and can't find his trail again, but you do learn something by trying. Okay. Worth it, I think. Okay, egg. Geoponics engineers have set up a worksite here, using the roboplow to tear up the ground and prep it for farming. You don't want them to see you, they'll send you home for sure. I want to take a closer look. You creep up and try to learn something about this operation. The roboplow is making so much noise that you feel comfortable sneaking closer. Probably a lot closer than you should. One of the farmers starts walking your way. Make yourself invisible, fast! Oh, it's hard? I mean, I'll try my best. Card gets +1. Methinks like this? Maybe 0, 0. Is this a straight? Ah, whatever. Okay, yeah, I think that's worth. Oh wait, but what if 3? No. Okay, we'll just stay like that. This is the last one. Wait, what if I... No. Okay, this is worth... I'm gonna put this here. Wait, what if... Yeah, wait. I mean, that fits. You skulk under the trees at the edge of their operation. The loud grinding of the roboplow hides any noise you might have made. Alright. Time passes, more stress, but that's okay. Just gonna get all the gifts we can. Friend! You spot a group of small creatures playing in a field. They have 2 giant frog eyes and 2 regular ones. Long forked tails and 1 strong foot for hopping. It's a little freaky, but it's also kind of cute. These must be hop eyes. You've heard people talk about them. They let you get pretty close and watch them chatter to each other and rub noses. They're all friends, just like people, but they hop away if you get too close. I'm gonna walk through their territory. I want to be friends. It's an animals challenge. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, this is also pretty good. Let's see. Oh wait, what if like this? Yeah. Alright, plus 1 of the animals. The hop eyes are wary at first, but you crouch down and copy their cute little squeaking noises. You bounce towards them, and amazingly, they don't hop away. You play with the hop eyes for a few minutes before moving on. Cute little guys. We're not friends yet, but they like us. More hop eye. Okay. This hop eye is acting really strange. It won't let you pass. It keeps thumping its foot on the ground really loud. What's the deal? I want to know. I want to be friends. +2 to the last card. Okay, I think this is fine. -1 kudos isn't really a big deal, I think. 3 stars. We take those. You stop trying to get past it and just listen. Oh, you can hear little squeaking noises from nearby. It's probably warning you away from its nest. You carefully avoid the nest while speaking in soothing tones. The agitated little guardian titters warnings at you, but eventually lets you by. Oh, it's okay. It's none of my biz. I'm gonna keep going until I get, like, way too stressed. Oh, hey, it's Dis. We can talk. You spot Dis in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach. Like it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle, so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore, and it's really weird out here, and it's getting late. Dis stares unblinkingly at you as you approach. Hi, Lucky. Hi, Dis. He seems to be in a good mood, something you see very rarely. Did you see Utopia out there? Dis asks. Chief Surveyor Tonin is easy to sneak past, but Utopia has, like, X-ray vision eyes or something. She'll catch you for sure if you get too close. She caught me once and I got in big trouble. How about I show you something cool, and sneaking out will be our secret, okay? He jumps up and walks a little ways into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off, and a large stone outcropping juts out over the cliff face. Dis walks right to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. Come on, he says. Try to be brave. Okay. This isn't good. I think it's best if we just did this. Yeah. Okay, nice. Crazy kid? What the fuck? What do you mean? Okay, so it's +1. But oh right, it's not a strength challenge. Each unplayed card. Is this better? Is this better? Ah, fuck it. This is gonna be it. Oh, let me just walk up to it without batting an eye. I mean, kid's into something. He's not into people, so I guess he's just into extreme stuff. Okay, we have less stress now, so we can keep being here. That's nice. Ooh, and more friendship. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out to the edge with Dis. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your holopalm. But you won't share it on the net. This is your secret. Yours and Dis's. Let's keep exploring. It's too early to go home. Kid's got a future in extreme sports or just being unhinged. Yeah. He doesn't play by no rules. I think he actually hates the rules, so... Yeah, he's gonna get in trouble. Or get away with it. You come across a cluster of mush trees. They're not fully grown yet, but they're still pretty big. That might be good to harvest them before they get all gross and mushy during rainy season. If you were older, you could probably cut them down and get some kudos for them. I'll give him a friendly pat. You like the mush trees. You give one a pat and are surprised when it moves under your hand. It's not the tree though, but a camouflaged creature lying against the trunk. Oh. It's small and looks a little like an octopus or a starfish. Lots of long legs wrapped around the tree like it's given a big hug. Alright. Oop. As you come to a bend in the path, movement catches the corner of your eye. There's something up on top of a nearby mushroom-capped tree. You can't quite tell what it is, but... Is that a person? Oh, that's sussy. Someone is peering over the edge of the mushroom cap above you. You can't quite see their eyes, but you get an impression of long dark hair and an enormous mocking grin. As a child, I would be terrified. There shouldn't be anyone out here. I wouldn't go that way if I were you, they warn playfully. Yeah, nope. They have a deep musical accent you don't recognize. A stranger? That's impossible. You're the only people around for thousands of light years. And what the heck is he doing out here? You feel a chill go up your spine. Ignore him and move on quickly, or find another way. All of my fucking nopes. Okay, let's just move on. No. You've met everybody on the stratospheric. That must be some kind of animal. One that looks like a person. And sounds like a person. Maybe it's this is playing tricks with his voice. Maybe it's displaying tricks with his voice, or maybe you're seeing things. I don't want to think about it. You round the bend and regret it immediately as something long and thin slaps against your face. It's fine. Don't think about it too hard. Then another whack across your back as you spin to face your attacker. Whap. 2 slaps to your shins. Send you reeling. Whatever's hacking, you can't see it. You fall to the ground and cover your head with your arms in defense. Nothing happens. Just silence. When you look up, there's no attacker, but the plants all around you are flattened to the ground. They're long purple reeds with knobby bumps at the bases. As you watch, the reeds slowly start to bend back upright. You poke one experimentally, and it slaps back down on the ground, stinging your hand. Attacked by grass! How embarrassing. You decide to call it slapgrass. Your parents tell you to touch grass, and the grass, like, touches you back. Fucking slaps you. Oh my word. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Okay, I guess I'll go home. But we're going back out after resting. Oh, wait, Tang has something to say. You tell Tangent you know where Dis has been going. You tell her he's been sneaking out to explore the jungle. Not far away, but outside the walls. Tang looks concerned.
Really?
She says, wringing her hands.
Is it safe?
I'll keep him safe. She eyes you skeptically.
Full offense, Lucky, but you're just a kid,
She replies.
However, I suppose it's good to know he isn't alone out there.
Fair enough. I need some time off. I do, but hold on, I gotta give somebody an egg. Anemone rolls a bobber fruit down her arm and flicks it to you with her elbow, then munches down on one of her own while she watches construction crews work on the walls.
Kinda cool, huh? She says. Soon this place is gonna look like a real colony.
I got something for you. It's an egg.
Whoa, this egg looks tasty!
Anemone exclaims.
Wait, I can't eat this, right?
Oh wait, she has something to say. You and Anemone are playing in the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. The adults training nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie! One of the security personnel calls out as Anemone bumps into her. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? Sorry, I thought it was a dude, I guess.
It's Anemone!
She retorts as you both retreat to a safe distance. Anemone throws her stick to the ground and pouts.
Just because everyone else shortens their name doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone. But having a nickname is kind of cool and mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What'd you call me, Lucky?
What's wrong with Annie? How about Nem? What do you think of Nemi? Just Anemone? Something else. I want to play League of Legends with my best friend. Lucky the dog. Please, Arnie, stay the fuck away from League of Legends. There is nothing but pain and sadness waiting for you there. It's not healthy for anybody. Even the people that enjoy playing League don't actually enjoy playing League. It's like a toxic ex that you can't stop thinking about, you know? You just can't stop. And then they're just on your mind all the time. And it's not good. It's not good, okay? No. Just, if anybody tells you to play League, they don't know what they're doing. Maybe they haven't had their moment, you know? They haven't had their moment where they're like, where they're so, like, mentally fucked up. Like, not like fucked up to the point where, like, maybe they're, like, bashing other people online and saying terrible shit to their teammates, but, like, because, like, I never did that, but when I played League, I hated myself instead of blaming my teammates, and it was terrible. Do you think I can handle League? No. I don't think anybody can handle League. Even if they think they can. They can't. Probably. It's okay, Juliet. Our love is bounded by the people around us. Arnie... Well, true. Listen to everybody else, okay, Arnie? Just... If your friends... If your friends tell you no, please don't. Don't... Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. If you play League, you have to do it for an insane amount of money. Okay? You gotta sell out. Alright? Just like how I refuse to play League on stream without getting paid to do it. Alright? Cool. Glad we're on the same page. And by insane amount of money, maybe a few more digits than like 3 or 4. That's how not worth it this is. Nah, even if I get sponsored to play Valor League, I ain't touching that dumpster fire. Yeah, I mean, like, this isn't everybody, of course. It's like some people have finally moved on for their toxic ex. I haven't. That toxic ex being League. So, I can be convinced to play it on stream for a decent amount of money. Don't play League, I only play it for my dopamine when I kill someone with a Draven. I started playing Akali, and it's really fun, but at the same time, it's only fun because I just recently started my account, and everybody else is, like, just as bad as me, so it seems fair, but it's not It's not worth it. So, just don't do it. Don't listen to anybody that thinks it's worth it. It's not. I'm not addicted. I just want dopamine hits. Lamau. Decent amount of money. Best I could do is $10. That's okay. It's okay, man. I remember, like, I used to have this sub goal. If, like, I got 20 subs, I would, like, start doing a ranked series. Like, ranked at any game of chat's choice up till, like, gold or something. Because, like, saying plat or diamond is kind of... That's a lot. But gold is doable, I think. No matter what we end up playing. Anyway. I like Nem. Nem tilts her head.
Huh. I've never heard that one before.
She mimes swinging a sword a few times.
Nem. Nem. I like it. Short and punchy, just like me. It's kind of like an adventurer from a story.
Nem picks up her discarded stick.
Now,
She says, brandishing it at you.
prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nem.
Anemone's loyalty. Aw. You spend the next hour sparring with Nem in the yard. So cute. It's doable. How? With great difficulty. Yeah, it's like... It'll take time and perseverance, but I think like the bare minimum of just hitting gold is possible. Especially if it's like a game I'm familiar with. Like, maybe Apex. Maybe League. I've done it before in League. I know, just don't look at me, okay? I've done it before, but like, shh, don't talk about it. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. But I don't think I can do Valo. I'm actually pretty bad at Valo. Like, I used to think it was fun, but I don't have a healthy relationship with multiplayer games, I don't think. I worry too much about being useful, and if I'm not useful, I don't find a lot of enjoyment out of it, which is why I'm trying to learn how to enjoy multiplayer games with people, especially the competitive ones. But if it's like Overcooked or something, I can enjoy that just fine. But anyway, right, rest. It's nice to take some time off to chill after all the stress of school and work. Not to mention the mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Looks like you're not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids are also relaxing in a lounge. Sit alone with your holopalm. Join Cal and Tammy approach Mars and Dis. My issue with Valo is the ass-backwards implementation of anti-cheat. But anyways, I see. Yeah, I have a friend that, like, is unable to get Valo to work anymore because of the anti-cheat, and he's tried fucking everything. But, yeah, he doesn't play anymore because of anti-cheat not really working on his computer. I don't know who to approach. Because I don't know who we're planning on dating, guys. I don't know who we're planning on making friends with. Anemone? We could be gay. Mars? I didn't get to hang out with Mars much. Maybe I should. Mars? Okay, but you do stink. You hear Mars defend herself. It's not my fault that you can't tell. Maybe your nose has stopped working, but the rest of us can smell it. And... She waves her hand in front of her nose and makes a P-U gesture, then turns to you. He smells awful, right, Lucky? Being a bully? No, that's so mean! This whole planet smells awful anyway. I'm gonna do sniff test. I'm so sorry. It's like, I haven't sniffed him, so I don't want to be unfair. You make a show of sniffing the air around this as he stands uncomfortably still. His clothes are a little dirty, but he smells fine to you. Kind of faintly boyish, like leaves and grass. You tell this to Mars. Leaves and grass. Ew. Yes, she says, nodding. That's exactly what I meant. If you think that smells good, you're both hopeless. It's not bad. Just depends on the person, I guess. Mars, wait, you're finishing breakfast in the common area when Marzipan struts in.
Look at you eating cereal, she says, turning her nose up at you. I bet you don't even know what the day is today.
It's Valentine's Day.
No, you dummy.
Mars starts, then pauses and gives you a suspicious look. Wait.
What did you say? Well, anyway. Today, she announces to the room, is St. Valentine's Day.
Dis and Tammy wander over to hear more.
Back on Earth, Mars explains, it was a day when everybody had to give their best friend a gift, especially sweets. And then you put the sweets under your pillow and makes you dream about whoever you're going to marry. And there are decorations of hearts and arrows and pigs.
Tammy cocks her head.
Why pigs?
Before Mars can answer, Dis snorts. This is dumb. Marzipan just made it up to get free candy. He rolls his eyes and walks away. As he leaves, Mars shouts at his back.
Well, nobody was gonna pick you anyway. You stink.
Valentine's Day sounds like fun. What do you mean? Grass and dirt isn't bad. I think it depends on the dirt. But maybe that's just me. I don't have a problem with grass smell, but like, depends on the dirt smell. Tammy nods enthusiastically. Her bob's jangling.
I'm gonna tell all the other kids about it, Mars says. So you go around and find your best friend and give them a gift.
She points her finger at you.
Make sure you do it by the end of the day or it doesn't count. And if too many people want to be my best friend, she adds, I'll hold tryouts for the position. It's only fair.
She tosses her hair over her shoulder and laughs. Well, shit. I don't know who to approach as my best friend, because I don't know who we're wooing. I played this game before, and I tried to go for Cal and or Tammy, and it didn't really work very well because they're very into each other. They're very into each other, and that's fine. It's like, if you want to get with Cal by himself, because like he's monogamous and stuff, you have to destroy Tammy's confidence, and I didn't want to do that. That just sounded really mean, so I failed. And then they married each other. But that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna be friends with Mars. I didn't hang out with her last time. Hey, Mars. Mars has clearly been waiting for someone to come ask her to be their BFF, but she's trying to play it cool, looking expectant and nonchalant at the same time. She's tapping her foot while kind of idly looking at nothing. Are we best friends? She hums, opening her holopalm.
Let me make sure I didn't promise too many other friends already.
She pokes at her holopalm, holding it so you can't see what she's doing.
Let's see, you have a lot of good qualities that I'm looking for in a best friend. Yes, I think of all the kids who applied, you're the most qualified for the position. Okay, Lucky, I choose you as my best friend.
You remember the thing about candy and fish some soy sweets out of your back pocket to offer her. They've gotten a bit soft and warm.
What flavor are they?
She asks, holding each one up to the lid to appraise it.
Ooh, a green fizz. Those are rare.
Then she surprises you by handing you an entire bar of chocolate! A whole week's rations, wrapped like a present in a scrap of iridescent cloth.
Marzipan always remembers her friends,
she says, nodding benevolently.
She has chocolate.
Thank you. I'm the most qualified. Yes, we simply apply for the job and we get it. I guess we're going out again? I think. Yeah, let's just sneak out again. I want to do more exploring. Def the most qualified. Now I need to retrace my steps and remember where the hell I was. I want to go through the whole path before getting the ones that are off the path. Because some of these question mark events, they block the road. And I want to get to all of them first. You leave the path and sneak through a strand of mush trees to one of the little sawmills dotting this area. Cryolancer subscribed to your thanks, Cryolancer. Thanks for the sub. Again. So generous. But also, say less. Is this because you want me to do ranked? Or is this just like a support thing? Did you hear about the ranked earlier? Because I don't know if I'm still gonna do that. It's a small but busy operation. 3 people feeding mush tree logs into some kind of machine, while a 4th one directs a 4-legged robot with a plasma saw mounted on the front. Let's see what we're doing. No, I just got here, did it out of support. Okay, good. You heard nothing about the ranked. Good. But thank you for the support, as always. Very generous of you. You stay out of sight and watch how they do it. Which, when one tree crashes down, it almost seems like the others are wincing. Oh, that's fucked up. But it's probably just your imagination. They aren't planting new ones or leaving any behind. You know the mush trees regrow every year, but can they still regrow when you cut down everything like this? Even the smaller trees and bushes are getting ground up for mulch. With a big scary grinder that sounds like a roaring beast. The entire process makes you uneasy, but also proud of how industrious your colony is. Okay. Oh, that's Tonin. Okay, maybe we don't do that first. Let's do all the other events and then we can go bother Tonin. Excuse-moi. Some farmland has spilled outside the walls. The fields don't look like they're doing very well. Nobody's around right now. In fact, it looks a bit abandoned. There are some meager-looking crops ready to harvest, but animals are starting to get at them. Salvage. Colony food. You pull up a handful of wrinkly tubers. They're probably supposed to be potatoes, eventually, or maybe yams. It's hard to tell. You dig around a little longer, but it's all pretty picked over. Alright. How about over here? The muck hides interesting bugs and other treasure. For those willing to put their hands down the right holes. Are you? Yeah, I'm gonna peek inside that hole. Looks dark. Shit. I'm gonna put my hand in there. Sweet. Literally. The hole is full of sugar bugs. These palm-sized balls of squish exude a sweet syrup when you tickle them. You fill a bottle with it, and then let them go again. Should be worth a few kudos to Auntie Seed in the kitchens. I'm not gonna think about it too hard. It's a little weird, but it's fine if you don't think about it too hard. That's what I tell myself. You let your mind wander as you're walking, and bumble straight into a field of gelatinous blobgrass. Totally transparent, the sticky fronds are hard to see, but even harder to ignore, especially once they start glomming onto your boots and slowing you down. It's like trudging through thick mud. You stubbornly decide to keep going, paying close attention to the visible signs of this blobgrass field. And there aren't many, just an absence of other vegetation. Look for a path through it. Okay. Let's see. Maybe this one. And this one. Ooh, okay. Just put all the zeros there, you know? Hold on. Hey! More stress, but we can handle it. There it is. You can hop along from that rock to that fallen log, then climb over those old pieces of surveying equipment. You get through the villainous blobgrass. You spend a bunch of time on it, and it takes some tricky balancing. It's tiring. Ah, we did it. That's all that matters. The planet is full of all sorts of bugs. Little wrigglers, hopping beetles, shiny creepers, and snaily things. Oh my. You crouch in the long grasses and explore a square meter in great detail. There's so much to see. You don't even know what any of these things are. They might not even have names yet. Touch one. Ew, you touched it. That's it? That's the whole interaction? It's kind of cute. Maybe I should talk to Tonin now? Okay. Let me go back to Tonin. I'm worried that I might not have enough energy to deal. Okay, it's blocked that way, so we gotta go... Gotta go the other way. Gotta take the long way around. Hold on. Gotta scoot. You spot Uncle Tonin, Chief Surveyor Tonin, that is, bumbling about, preparing some automated survey equipment in a clearing. He's very cautious, jumpy even, but he's making a lot of noise. Every few minutes, he'll pause to listen and check his surroundings, then go back to banging away. He shouldn't be hard to avoid if you don't want to get caught sneaking out. I'm gonna sneak past him. Okay. Let me see. Is it better this way? Maybe. What if I just do this first? Yeah, because I could use some space. I mean, that doesn't click, but it's fine. It doesn't need to. Oh, shit. Okay, so... Oh, nice. Okay. You sneak past Chief Surveyor Tonin easily, walking while he makes noise and ducking down when he stops to check his surroundings. That's it? Thought we need to do something else, but we should go home soon. That's fine. Find something to use as an umbrella. Perception. There isn't a cloud in the sky, but yet it started to rain. You can't tell where it's coming from, or whether it's even water. Given how this planet is full of surprises, it's probably some animal migration or airborne tree sap. Who knows? You have a strong desire to not be out in it. I'm gonna wait it out. This rain just won't let up. You sit for hours under a large mushroom-capped tree, watching tiny blind creatures like worms wriggle out of the mud and swim around the newly formed puddles. When they meet another of their species, the worms line up side by side, seeming to compare lengths. Then one shorter one bites onto the tail end of the longer one. In this way, they all gradually combine into one long creature which fills the whole puddle. Terrifying. You're too worn out and tired to continue. I have to go home now. Alright. I shall be modding in the shadows. Have a good stream, pup. I got called pup.
Thank you.
I gotta hop out of the pipe. Yeah, shit. Oh wait, I didn't read. You crawl through the big drainage pipe behind the sports ball pitch, carefully sliding the metal grate back into the place behind you then end straight into the barrel chest of Chief Surveyor Tonin. Well, 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 he says, and he tries to put on his sternest look. It fails. We've been wondering where you disappeared to, Lucky. I sent Utopia out with some survey drones to look for you hours ago. You're lucky. Your parents have been too busy to notice yet. I should probably tell them. You start to sweat. But maybe you've already learned your lesson, he chuckles. His big hands clap you on the shoulder. No more playing outside the gates, okay? I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry. But they don't need to know that. early dust. Anyone want to talk? Any treasures? Relax in the lounge. Everywhere is hot this time of year. It's basically summer, I guess. But at least indoors there's shades and some modicum of climate control. It's not a lot, but it helps. When you get bored of potato juice, you amuse yourself by coming up with juice cocktails with fancy names and an even fancier presentation. The younger kids really appreciate the half-frozen slushy version. That's cute. I'd do that. It's time, once more, for Vertumnalia. The mood of the colony has been muted this year, ever since the attack during Glow, though everything is still cheerfully decorated and the feast table is still heavy with food. Mostly soy rations. This Vertumnalia feels different in a way you can't describe. This art, oh my god. Yes, it's so pretty! And I really think, like, if you guys love visual novels, you will love this game. There's so much to do, and so many different events, and it changes with, like, the amount of playthroughs that you have. The colonists gather in the square for Governor Eudicott's speech. What a year Vertumna has given us, the governor begins in her weedy voice. I stand before you, so proud of everything the colony has accomplished in such a short time. I have always hoped we would bring with us the best facets of humanity. Cooperation, resilience, creativity, and the events of this year have given me no reason to doubt my convictions. These creatures were unexpected, but I urge everyone to consider what it means for life here. If Vertumna can sustain megafauna, then that means conditions are good for us as well. Copium. Surely. Our friends in Geopodics are already working on the logistics of domesticating the wildlife. Your dad, as second cultivator, stands and gives a sheepish wave to the crowd. There's a smattering of applause. Mars elbows you. Hey, she whispers. Did you hear? My dad says Eudicott's gonna announce the depot's open to the public. You shoot her a questioning look, and she rolls her eyes. You know, shopping. Somewhere to spend all the kudos we've been saving up. There's gonna be candy and toys and makeup and nice-feeling soap. Not the boring kind of the communal showers. You know the concept of shopping. They do it in the holovids from Earth, especially the ones Mars likes. But you've never actually done it. The colony provides everything you need, but it would be nice to buy yourself a treat. My dad gives me an allowance. Oh, sorry. My dads give me an allowance, Mars says, shooting you a look of pity. It's too bad your parents make you work for yours. Listen, I'm just glad that we even have an allowance. You and Mars tune back into the speeches, just as Eudicott as predicted, announces the opening of the general store at the depot. Mars gives you a knowing look as she claps. Eudicott gestures for the council members to stand. Finally, the council members remained unchanged from last year. We are, as always, proud to serve you and the colony as your government. The music starts up as Governor Eudicott finishes. Thank you all for your hard work and your perseverance this year, she says over the ruckus. Together, we will build the future. Minecraft! The crowd disperses and sets up for the annual Vertumnalia Games. Just like last year, there's a talent show, a science fair, bot wrestling, now with an obstacle course. I'm a creative kid. Probably. Talent show. Oh, it worked out. Okay. This and Mars are your competitors for the talent show. Mars is a shoo-in for winning with her jazzy, high-energy dance routine. So all eyes are on Diz for daring to compete against her. Diz stands on stage and clears his throat, then gestures with his arm. From his holopalm emerges a projection of a ventriloquist dummy. He sits it on his lap and launches into a comedy routine, speaking through the doll with zero filter. The judges all howl at his impression of Chief Engineer Instance. But the crowd favorite by far is Administrator Seek's thin, self-important voice coming out of the doll, imperiously demanding that not everyone can have perfect scores. They have to be rationed appropriately. This looks flustered by all the attention, but proud as well. He bobs in a little bow before leaving the stage. To raucous applause. That's so cute. He embarrassed himself like hell last time, but he's doing really good this time. I'm proud of him. My talent is being a VTuber. Observe. Behold, cosplay. It's a hard act to follow. What do you do? Ah, magic act. That's basically VTubing, right? I'm gonna magic. Hold on. Let me. 2, 1. Shit. Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. Let me see. 3, 5. Oh wait, that's 5. No wait. It'll probably become something else later. 3, 5, 5, 2. Oh, that's a pair, basically. Okay, whatever. This is the best we got. -1 kudos, but it doesn't really matter. Everyone is amazed by your magic act, especially the one where you pretended to cut one of the judges in half. Damn. You win as voted by audience applause. This just shrugs and smiles. He didn't mean to win anyway, so there's no hard feelings. Mars, on the other hand, is livid. I worked on my routine for months, she cries and refuses to shake your hand. I thought we were best friends, Mars. What happened? After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. Mars organizes a water fight that takes over the whole colony, even the adults. It brightens everyone's spirits, even in the thick heat of dust. You end up on top of the western walls with Dis, launching water-filled poof shrooms down on an unsuspecting anemone in the sports ball court below. The wall seems like a neat place to hang out and relax, much quieter than the lounge if you're looking for some solitude. We can be friends with, like, Mars and Dis this time, but I legitimately have no plans. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm vibing. I was hoping chat could give me, like, thoughts about who we should date and be friends with. But, you know, no pressure. You slip through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for Dis, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe he went to class today? Probably not. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. You pull the tarp back. You pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores, and find Dis curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away, he mutters. You okay? I'm fine. Dis sniffles. Just leave me alone. This is a great hiding place. Coming in! You pull back the tarp and slide into the cabin of the vehicle. Dis continues to cry, but softer now, as if he's trying to stop, but can't quite manage it. His lower lip trembles. You're lucky you have a family who cares about you, he sniffles. My mom is gone, and my sister thinks I'm stupid. Dis is quiet for a long time, almost long enough that you begin to consider actually leaving him alone. Just before you do, though, he speaks. I'm never gonna go back to class, he says. I hate being around other people, and I hate doing schoolwork. And I double hate it when the teacher asks me questions. I'm not Tang. I don't know stuff like she does. Dis kicks at the console of the vehicle a few times. Bang, 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 and bursts out into tears again, pulling at his hair. I'm just dumb, okay? People ask me questions, and I freeze up, and I say something stupid, and then everyone laughs at me. Even Tang. Tang laughs the hardest. Dis sobs. She's embarrassed by me. I know she is. Today she just told me people would like me more if I stopped being so sensitive and immature. Jesus, that's such an asshole thing to say, Tang. What the fuck? This is your brother. We need folks who use their hearts too. Oh no. Oops. See, even you don't think I use my brain. Everyone always thinks Tang is better than me. Dis wraps his arms around his legs and hides his face in his knees. I hate her, he mutters. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. Man. Guys, would you care if I loaded back? Shh, okay. I'm gonna do it. Shh. Nobody make a fuss. Nobody, shh. Oh shit. Nobody worry. It's fine. Shh, guys, it's fine. Shh. Nothing happened. We didn't see anything. Everything's fine. Hold on. Okay, hold on. You okay? Great hiding place. She's kinda right. Oh, there's nothing. There's nothing you can do to make him happy. Okay, that's a little sad. You tell him he needs to stop taking things so personally and try to toughen up. This just turns away from you. What would you know, he sniffles. Everyone likes you. You should leave me alone too. Everyone will think you're weird if you hang out with me. Oh man, I'm sorry, Dis. I pretend they do not see. Man, should we be friends with Dis? Should we hang out with Dis this playthrough? Is Mars not our best friend? Should we hang out with Dis? I feel like I should. I get kudos for doing this. I've only been around for a bit, so I don't know much, but do what makes you happy. I don't know. Apply to deliver supplies. Chief Administrator Seek greets you at the depot. They look you up and down. Lucky. You've never struck me as a particularly responsible or organized. My children never are. What makes you think you'd be a good fit for the position of courier? You didn't realize there was going to be a job interview. I could carry a lot? Strong for your age, maybe. But lucky for you. Yes, you're the only applicant this week. You've got the job. For now, anyway. They use their elegant stylus to note this on their holopalm. Come back in a few minutes, and you can help make deliveries. Yes, there will be kudos in it for you if you do it correctly. I mean, I get more kudos for 3 months, so maybe I should do that. Deliver supplies. Friendship with Mars. Organizing perception. We'll try to be friends with Mars and Dis, but I want to make the most out of my kudos thing. So I'll deliver supplies first, and then we can hang out with Dis some other time. Seek sends you all around the colony delivering supplies. During your first week, it's mostly small things you can carry by hand or push on a little cart. Stuff like tools and electronics. Some are high priority, which means you have to move fast. It's fun getting to yell, "Important delivery coming through!" and people actually get out of the way. That's cute. That's totally something I would do as a kid. Alrighty. Mid-dust. Late dust. I have no gifts for people. That will make them like me more. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep doing job. Oh wait, actually let's visit the supply depot. What can we buy? Oh, we could buy cake. Oh wait, no, we're poor. More kudos, please. It's been a while, but it's time to attend the meeting of the Secret Fun Times Club. Mars started the SFC years ago when you were little kids. Tangent and Tammy agreed to join at the time, but then you all got busy with other things and forgot about it. What with the wormhole and the crash and learning how to survive on a new planet and all. You meet in an unused conference room in command, which Mars says is the perfect place for a secret club. Club President Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang, Vice President of Writing Down Secrets, records the meeting notes on her holopalm, while Tammy, Vice President of Tea and Snacks, so cute, passes out potato juice in little cups. As Vice President of Fun Ideas, it was your job to come up with something for the club to do today. You chose making friendship bracelets and brought all the supplies you'll need. I love wholesome kid things, okay? Like, I tried to have a secret club when I was a kid. I don't remember what it was called, but we hung out in the library a lot. Because it's cold in the library. And mostly that's it. Today, Mars announces, we're gonna make friendship bracelets, and I have an even better idea. We're gonna sell them to people for kudos. Tammy puts her hand up shyly as if she's in class. I don't think we're supposed to trade our kudos for things except at the depot, Tammy says nervously. We're only supposed to give them to people, to say thank you. Let's start a business, we'll be rich. We should have a bracelet making outing someday. What about an off collab for bracelet making? I haven't made a bracelet in so long. The last time I made a bracelet was like the ones with the gaudy beads. Like the ones that are plastic and like shiny and nobody would actually wear them and stuff. It's oh god, it's just so in your face and stuff. I'm down. Sheesh. You know what? Fuck it. Let's start a business. Tammy's confidence. No. I'm sorry. I just sip for Mars right now. Tammy, I love you. I'm so sorry, Tammy. Tammy, you're so cute. Sorry, I'm sorry, Tammy. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Well, Mars suggests. Then we give our bracelets to people, and if they don't say thanks with some kudos, we take them back. It's hard to argue with her sheer force of will sometimes. If there's a loophole, Mars will find it. The four of you spend the afternoon braiding bracelets out of recycled bits of wire and bright plastic packing straps. Tangent dutifully counts each one on her holopalm, while Mars motivates you to work harder and faster. She promised 2 kudos to whoever makes the most bracelets. Tammy is already way ahead, but I'm gonna let Tammy win. She deserves to have some, like, good confidence stuff. Let's bring gaudy beads back. If it's for friends, I'll do it. Tammy's deft fingers have practiced this so many times she doesn't even need to look at her work. She's a bracelet weaving expert. Her color choices are a bit random, though, resulting in some questionable combinations like olive green with hot pink. I can see an argument for that. Mars takes all the bracelets at the end of the day. After I sell these, she says, I'll put the kudos in the club treasury. Meeting adjourned. You ask Tangent and Tammy if they think Mars is actually going to sell them. I think so, Tang tells you. But the club doesn't even have a treasury. She'll probably just keep the kudos for herself. She doesn't seem to care. Yeah, it's whatever. Not a big deal. Yeah, there's no order to be had here. If I do a job one more time, I can get cake, I think. Hold on. I gotta check for Mars's birthday. Oh no, her birthday's now, but I can't buy her anything. Hold on. Collectibles. I mean, I can give her a bobber fruit. I don't think she'll like it, but I do want to give her something for her birthday. When is Dis's birthday? Late wet. I have time for that. Let me see. Mars is watching her holo screen intently. She shushes you before you can get a word in.
Yes!
Mars hisses, barely giving you a second look. Bobber fruit?
Well, I've had better birthday gifts this year, but this isn't bad. I'll add it to my collection.
Happy birthday! You're a winner and everyone wants to be your friend. Okay. This is the last time I can do this, and then I'll head out, and then I'll give Dis his birthday present. You show up to the delivery depot bright and early as most of the colony is still yawning and pawing around for their morning cup of blep tea. Seek is there with a large stack of thin white rectangles. Is that paper? That's terrible for the environment, but we have holopoms, so I use paper. Neat, so nostalgic. I do wonder, why are we using paper? You thought paper was extinct, or obsolete, or whatever. The only time you've ever really used paper was in creche, during craft time. Seek pushes the bridge of their glasses up. Actually, they tell you, we'll be using a lot more paper now that we have access to such rich resources of cellulose fibers. Trees, that is. Governor Udicott is quite sentimental for the feel of ink on paper. I myself have traded in my holopalm stylus for a pen. You're to deliver a stack of these reports to every council member in the colony. Seek asks you not to read them, but says it's just boring adult stuff you wouldn't understand anyway. You clutch the papers to your chest and nod. First stop is engineering. Paper? Dr. Insis is exasperated. The governor's sending messages by paper now? Is this a joke? Tell me this is a joke. You shuffle your feet nervously. Seek seems serious to you. Sorry. Seek seems serious to you. She skims the first page, muttering to herself. And there's sensitive information in here. All the superfluous, technophobic, sentimental foolishness. You quietly back away. Next stop, the cafeteria. Antecedent takes and notices, carefully with both hands. Paper! What a strange idea. Ah! Oh wait, and oh, look. Governor Udicott has even signed it. What marvelous handwriting they have. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with this once I'm finished reading it, she thinks out loud. Throw it in a disassembler? It seems far too precious for that. Will I need to get a filing cabinet in here? I wonder. I suppose I can recycle it for craft time. Next up is the expeditions office. Tonin meets you outside. He's struggling under the shifting weight of an enormous crate. It appears that whatever's inside wants out. Sorry, Lucky, could you just put them down on that bench? I'll take them inside in a minute. Another surveyor overhears and laughs. The governor's sending paper memos now? Is she really that old? What's next, toilet paper? The moment you put the documents down, a gust of wind picks them back up and they fly everywhere. You snatch for them, but accidentally drop the rest of the stack you're holding. This is pointless. Scramble to pick them all up. I'm gonna pick them all up, because it's nicer. I'm too stupid to sneak a peek! You shove the papers back together haphazardly, embarrassed at your clumsiness. Let's refrain from sneaking any peeks. You dutifully deliver the remaining reports to Chief Rhett and your mom, who seem both confused they weren't sent via the HoloNet. You're a good girl, and a good delivery person. I'm a good girl. I'm a good dog. You feel proud and important for delivering all the messages just like you were told. Okay, that's a 4. Okay, so it's mid-wet. I'm gonna buy me a cake. Cake is important. To me. And now I'm gonna head out. Sneak the fuck out. And I gotta finish up all my business. You stop for lunch, eating an earth treat grown from your own greenhouses. A watermelon. Nice and sweet, like a more solid potato pod. You munch away, spitting out the seeds. Let's just relax. Oh, that was really good. You sit back and enjoy your midday rest and the beautiful surroundings. Neat. Colony outskirts. Oh wait, let's keep exploring. I didn't know that led that way. My bad. Let's keep exploring. Oh, I'm ignoring that for a while. Hold on. That looks very sus and not good. Oh wait, I can't go. It's blocking the way. Okay, I have to. You hear screams from just over the next bluff. Human screams. Oh god. Oh fuck. Whoops. You cross the bluff to see Tammy's father, Chief Surveyor Tonin. He's being attacked by something you've never seen before. A four-legged creature with a huge mane of flowers. A mean reptilian face and two wicked claws. What? Is this a manticore? You've heard of fierce creatures like this outside the walls, but you'd never expected to see one up close. What is one doing so close to the colony? Uncle Tonin is pinned under one of the creature's pointed legs. He's struggling to get free, but the manticore keeps dancing around like it's playing with its food. You can hear it from here, growling and clicking its mandibles. But you snuck out. If you try to help, he's gonna know you snuck out. And your parents are gonna be so mad if they find you out here. Panic rises in your chest. How could you even help him? It's a huge deadly monster. I need to distract it. If I get help, there's no guarantee that I'll be able to, find somebody. You hide behind a tree and throw a rock at it. It bounces harmlessly off the manticore's flank and clatters to the ground. The manticore is undisturbed, which is more than you can say about yourself. Uncle Tonin shouts in pain, running out of time. I gotta attack the monster. It's a challenge, but I gotta do it. Okay, we made it, but let's finish the last of it. Well, this is probably as good as it's gonna get, so... Okay. You break through the tree line, yelling your battle cry. The manticore looks up from terrorizing Tonin and decides you could use a bit of terrorizing yourself. It roars, a deep angry sound you can feel liquefy your guts. Oh, this thing is gonna kill me for sure. I can feel it. I mean, maybe if we're lucky we don't die, but I feel like we're gonna die. With literally nothing on you except for a few rocks you could pick up from the clearing, you manage to piss off the ferocious manticore enough that it decides to go after you instead. Or maybe it just thinks it'll pick off the smaller, more tender prey before coming back to the main course. Either way, it leaps off Uncle Tonin and starts towards you. As you're about to engage with it in the most one-sided battle of your young life, you smell the crackle of ozone in the air, and the manticore howls in pain. Uncle Tonin! You must have distracted the manticore long enough for him to get to his plas rifle. The manticore turns and flees. You run over to Uncle Tonin's side. Lucky, he gasps. I don't know why you're out here, but I'm glad to see you. Together, you manage to limp him back to the gates. He'll be fine after an afternoon in a medbed, which is a relief, but you're even more relieved when you don't get in trouble for sneaking out. You don't know what he told your mother, but it was a miracle that you weren't grounded for life. Chief Surveyor Tonin has come to your quarters to personally thank you for saving him from the manticore. Ever since he returned, Tammy's barely let him out of her sight. She stammers out her thanks as well. If it weren't for you, she'd be an orphan. They both owe you a great debt. I'm stepping down as chief surveyor, Uncle Tonin says. I think it's about time I take up a job inside the colony walls. I wasn't built for life outside a ship, I think. He squeezes Tammy's hand. Someone like Utopia has the youthful reflexes to stay safe out there in the jungle. She'll do great out there as the new chief surveyor. For that matter, so would you, he continues. I know you weren't supposed to be out there, but I would have died if you weren't. It has to count for something. When Utopia offers you a spot in expeditions, you should take her up on it. You'd have done the same. Tammy presents you with a basket of cookies. She's written thank you on each one in flowery writing. I love Tammy, she's so cute! Tonin holds his hand up, brushing you off. It was important to me, he says. Because of you, I'll be around to see my little girl grow up. Aw, man! God, she's so cute, but... Man, I don't fucking know. Yeah, it's too early to think about romance and shit. Oh no, man, oh no! Anyway, hey dude. This sits before a collection of rocks grouped by color and texture. Alright, we've seen this before. Would you like a cake? Oh wait, no. You don't want cake for your birthday. I just remembered. You don't like cake for your birthday. Well, whatever. Let's give him an egg. You want an egg? Dis blinks owlishly at your gift. Is it my birthday? I almost forgot. I hate it when people make a big deal about my birthday, but this is nice. Thank you. Sorry, I would have given you the cake, but then I remembered that you don't want cake. Also, good job with the manticore. Thanks! I can't believe we lived through that. Honestly, I didn't think we were ready. And now I don't really know what to do. Do I go back to school? What is this even like? What kind of stuff can we do that increases our bravery? Relax on the walls, defense training, combat animals, bravery, toughness, friendship with an enemy. Oh yeah, I wanna check something out real quick. You can't go wrong with an egg at a trying time. True. Okay. Let's leave, I guess. Man. Alright, let's just play sports ball. You're playing sports ball with Cal, Nem, and Nougat, and a few other kids. Nem's team is absolutely destroying yours because Cal keeps letting in goals. You chalk it up to lack of skill, but really, you've seen Cal in drills. He's a really good goalie when it's just him versus himself. That's why you picked him. Nem likes winning at first, but after a few innings, she gets frustrated and stomps over to Cal. It's no fun if you're not trying, she shouts, waving her hands. What's wrong with you? Cal just shrugs, and Nem puffs up her cheeks. Are you going easy on me because we're friends? That's not fair. You gotta do your best. But I'd rather have fun than win, Cal says, shoving his hands in his pockets. I don't mind when other people win. I like it when my friends are happy. Everyone's so cute! Fuck! Anyway. I'm not happy, Nem stomps. I'm mad! How can I show off how good I am if you're just letting me win? They keep fighting, and everyone on both teams looks up at each other awkwardly, and wondering if you should keep playing. Bored with the state of the game, Nougat grabs the balls. Nougat grabs the ball and starts bouncing it on her head. Anteater, she giggles.
Bush bug. Camel. Dorbs moth.
She says a new animal every time it bounces, making her way through the alphabet. You know, and I'm just gonna side with Nougat. Nougat is right. Why argue about one game when you can just make up another one that people are happy about? Head pops to the ball. Yeah. You alternate letters with Nougat until eventually everyone is playing except for Cal and Nem. They look over to see everyone having fun without them. They look embarrassed as they jog over to join in on the new game. Playing sports ball. I think there's only one thing to do, so... 1, 2, 2, 4.
Nice.
Glow. Well, this is the part where... Oh. Bravery level 1. Extra card draw. Draw an extra card at the start of a challenge. Effect stacks. Cool. Oh boy. Crystal. Could use that for later. Oh, I'm scared. Can we still play sports ball? Maybe I should do... yeah, let's just do defense training. You drill on emergency protocols and how to shelter in place in addition to the regular fitness courses. Glow has everyone on edge, waiting for the inevitable attack. Yeah, which is why I'm doing the defense things. I'm scared. Card becomes big. A card becomes 2, so this one, and then 3, 4, 5. It's been a quiet glow, but the grim, surreal darkness of the season reminds you of last year's violence. As the month wears on, you overhear arguments at dinner. Adults worrying that an attack is still coming, and others who think the first one was a fluke. Surveyors mention seeing new tracks in the forest, but are shushed so people don't panic. The gates are closed. You drill emergency procedures, filing soundlessly from the classroom to the crash to hide under the tables, waiting for the sirens to call the all-clear. You drill and prepare and worry, but nothing happens. Then, just as glow is starting to wane, the toxic purple spill of the wormhole fading as the sun's almost rise past the horizon again. The sirens start. You're reading a holo novel in bed when you hear them, followed by the stomp of boots down the hallway outside of your quarters. An alert flashes on your holopalm. Shelter in the creche, this is not a drill. You get another message from your dad. Me and Mom are gonna stay in the greenhouses. We're safe. Just follow Auntie Anne to the creche and wait for us, okay? Don't worry, we're way more prepared than we were last year. Love you. Stay safe. Oh. You could go to the creche where you belong, or you could follow the security guards and see what's happening at the gates. Just as you peek your head out your door, you're struck by a horrible premonition. Someone's in danger at engineering. You blink and shake your head, but the feeling persists. I gotta go to engineering. You don't know what compels you to go to engineering. It's nowhere near the walls, and the corridors are quiet as you approach. You burst into the classroom to find Professor Howe, cornered by a small, chittering thing. It's moving too fast to tell what it is. Every time Hal tries to get around to it... Every time Hal tries to get around it to flee, it climbs up the walls and jumps at him. It keeps jumping at him. He's fending it off with a tablet, but he's getting tired. As you watch, the thing leaps at his throat and tears a chunk out of him. Oh my god! Hal screams in pain and crumples to the ground. You must gasp because the thing turns to you and lunges. Okay. Okay, alright. Fuck, it's locked here? Fuck. That's not good. it's locked there? That's so fucked. That's real fucked. That's real fucked. I'm thinking so hard, dude. I'm thinking so hard. Okay. We did it somehow. It's impossible to hit the thing. It's so fast. It's like a smear at the edge of your vision. What you do manage to do, though, is lure it outside the classroom and get Congruence to slam the door shut. You hear it beating against the door as you run to Hal's side. Congruence guides you through how to hold pressure to Hal's throat to stop the bleeding. But stars, there's blood everywhere. Eventually, the doors open and Chief Engineer Instance runs in, directing some of the security team to load Hal into a stretcher and take him to the medbay. There's no sign of the creature. She surveys the carnage. Good work, Lucky, she says. You might have just saved Hal's life. Her shoulders droop. They must have crawled over the walls. Buggers. You return to your quarters. Your parents are horrified to see you covered in blood, relieved when you say it's not yours, then horrified all over again when you tell them about Professor Hal. Your dad checks his holopalm and tells you they got him to the medbay quickly enough that his injury should heal in a few weeks. You save Professor Hal's life. That was stressful. Let's go! Oh my god. I did that at 11 years old. I'm 12 now. What am I doing? Goodness me.
And furthermore, your attitude towards your elders in general is entirely disrespectful.
You find Udicott delivering a scathing reprimand to Mars, who was doing her level best to look like she'd rather be anywhere else.
You speak out of turn, you question the council's decisions. If you agree with an order, you simply do not do it. I could go on. Do you need me to go on?
Mars scowls.
No.
She replies. Udicott clicks her tongue.
I honestly thought better of you, Marzipan. You have the sort of natural leadership ability I remember from when I was a girl many years ago.
Mars doesn't roll her eyes, but you get a sense it's a close call.
You need to set a better example for the other children. Udicott continues. It's okay to have your own opinions, but you kids can't just do whatever you want. You have to follow the rules and respect your elders. I am setting a good example, Mars retorts, stomping her foot. Hello, the only reason we're here is because a bunch of people knew living on Earth was nonsense and decided to do something different.
Udicott looks scandalized, but Mars continues on.
Maybe kids should have more authority. We're the ones with the new ideas that will take us into the future.
Mars is right!
See, Mars insists. Everyone agrees with me. You might be on Vertumna, but your ancient old brain is still stuck back on Earth.
She takes a deep breath for a moment and seems much older. She takes a deep breath and for a moment seems much older.
Governor Udicott, we need higher walls and more aggressive farmland clearing, and we need it now. Are we here to stay on the planet, or will we just sit around until the jungle swallows us back up?
Udicott's mouth opens and closes a few times. Then she puts her hand to her forehead.
Both of you, get back to your duties, she sighs. Marzipan, we will talk about this later, in private.
Damn. We're still a little too tired to be to be going out. So I think I'll just take classes on persuasion so we can be better friends with Mars. Creativity, persuasion. Yeah, this is what we need, right? Professor Hal hands you a stack of blank paper and a box of pencils and asks you to pass them out to the class. Today in humanities class, we'll be practicing our handwriting, he announces. You hear Tangent grunt beside you.
But Professor Hal, she whines. Why would we ever need to write by hand when we have hollow palms?
This exercise will be part history lesson, part future skill, Hal tells the class. We may not always have holopalm technology here in our little colony. Our replicators and computers will break down eventually, and when they do, we'll have to rely on low-tech solutions to everyday tasks. So first lesson, how to correctly hold a pencil. You and the other students get to work on learning how to print by hand. It's a little bit like holding a stylus, but the texture is all wrong. Your letters are small and cramped, and you have trouble keeping them in a straight line. Tang, though, is suffering the worst.
Ha! Mars laughs. Looks like we finally found something Tang isn't good at. Look, she keeps mixing up her lowercase a's and e's.
Tang is used to using a stylus with her holopalm, but she's never actually drawn the letters. She fumbles like a child, bashing her fists against a holopalm for the first time. It's painful to watch. You can tell she's getting more frustrated with each letter. Mars, on the other hand, has lovely penmanship. She can even write in cursive.
My papa taught me when I was little, she says,
showing off her paper.
Cultured people knew how to write for real.
Is that handwriting or a seismograph? I never actually picked this one, so I want to see. Oh, I'm sorry, Tangent. Mars giggles as Tang balls up her fifth piece of paper and throws it on the floor.
At least I'm not holding my pencil like a magic wand.
She snaps at you, and Mars laughs even harder. I feel like such a bitch when I do things that helps me be friends with Tang. I mean, not Tang, Mars. Because, like, I do think Mars has good ideas about, like, leadership and all this, like, future colony stuff. But she's also kind of an asshole. So yeah, it's not a good feeling. You wake up from your latest recurring dream, a monster crushing the colony gates and stampeding through the square. You try different strategies every night. And this time, you ran away from it and hid. It worked out a lot better than the dreams where you try to fight it. When you wake up, there are tears drawing on your face. It felt real enough that, for a moment, you just lie in bed with your eyes closed and try to calm your breathing. You blearily rub your eyes and... Surprise! Oh, it's your birthday. Your dad leaps onto your bed and gives you a big cuddle. Happy birthday, little tomato head. 12 years old. Wow, can you believe it? No, your mom answers for you, laughing as she hands you your presents. It was just yesterday Antecedent was showing me how to change your diaper. Because it's your birthday, your parents have brought in food from the canteen so you can all eat together on your bed. As you stuff your face with savory tofu chunks, you open your presents. Which one is your favorite? It feels bad because we're adults trying to play as a 11/12-year-old. I bet 11-year-old me was also a bully. You know what? I don't doubt it. I probably was too. Like, I was probably a lot meaner than I thought. God damn, dude. Like, maybe chill. People live out here, bro. I don't know if you could hear, like, the motorcycle revving outside, but good gracious. I want the photophoner from my best friend. A photophoner. This instrument is part flute, part paintbrush. Sick. and uses a neural link to paint holograms in the air as you play. How did Mars know? Aww, what a great gift. You can't wait to practice it in the lounge. Everyone's gonna love it. We have that here too. Yeah, that sucks. For some reason, like, I live next to a coliseum, like, a place where they hold, like, sports events and concerts and shit. And it's less annoying than having motorcycles revving outside. As your dad clears away the wrapping paper and the dishes from breakfast, your mom folds her hands on the table and gives you a serious look. Uh-oh. So, she says, we've been here 2 years now. I know your dad and I have always said you're in charge of your own schedule, but we've been keeping an eye on you. A loving eye, your dad interjects, stuffing wrapping paper into the recycler pickup bin. A trusting, gentle eye. You've been staying active, your mom continues. That's great. A healthy body is a healthy mind, and you'll need both in life. Your dad joins you again. So, it's time to start thinking about how you're going to contribute to the colony when you're older. The look on your face, he laughs. Don't worry, we're not going to make you get a job right now. We're just asking. What do you want to be when you grow up? I could be literally anything. Sir? You should... I know exactly who you'd like, Glade. When he gets older, you're gonna be like, hubba hubba. But, you know, I'll tell you about it off stream. A teacher like Professor Hal, a mom with like 10 kids, captain of the sports ball team, a famous idol, a monster hunter. I don't want to monster hunt. I want to make friends with the animals. Governor? Do I have to decide right now? You feel overwhelmed by the decision. Of course not, sweetie, your dad says, hugging you. It's okay to not know yet, and it's okay to change your mind later. We didn't know we wanted to be off-world farmers when you were 12, of course. Sometimes you just figure it out as you go. Well, your mom starts to get up. I'm sure your friends all want to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, you might not have considered a career as a depot clerk, but Al and Bernie have mentioned their daughter Mars is working there. And she needs some help. Now that people can freely order luxuries, it's pretty busy there. Sure beats shoveling dirt, your dad laughs. If you don't take that job, you tell Mars I'll be right there. Your mom rolls her eyes and smiles. Man. I don't know. I want to explore, but I want to use up all of my energy, get tired, and then go explore. So, back to studying humanities. Because that's something that's important to Mars, I think. Wait, what does studying a photophoner even do? Practice photophoner. Creativity, bravery, stress. Huh. Babysitting, what does this do? Empathy, creativity. Wait. I'm so crippled by indecision, I have no plans. I guess I'm just gonna study humanities. Lucky, can you come see me in class? Professor Hal pulls you aside in the hall, Congruent sliding along beside him. You follow him cautiously. Don't worry, he smiles. You're not in trouble. Far from it, in fact. He grabs your hand and shakes it firmly. I never thanked you for, well, saving my life, he chuckles. Professor Hal and I are very grateful for your bravery, Congruent says. Though you should have been in the creche. Just this once, it is good you disobeyed orders. Did they find a thing that attacked you? Ah, Hal looks unsure. No, but Congruence filled the engineering wing with sulfuryl fluoride for a few days. Fumigated the place. Hopefully that got it, whatever it was. Hal winks. Good thing you were helping me in the classroom when the attack started, right? He laughs and leans back against his desk, inadvertently sitting on something that pops and gives off a shower of acrid spelling sparks. Whoops, he says, leaping away from his desk. Danger lurks everywhere, Lucky. Keep your head on a swivel. He's a cool guy. +2 to the last card. This is better, I think. We can do one more class. Oh wait, we have heroic. Shop for clothes. New cards in the depot. Oh, okay, wait, let's check it out. Collectibles, gear. I need a perk. Ah, alright, I know what this is, but anyway. I want to check out the supply depot. Cool jacket. Udicott's old hat. +5 empathy. Emoji Proji. +10 to all. +2 to the challenges. +30 bravery. Times bonus for straights. These are pretty good, but very expensive. I'll save up, I guess. I accidentally wasn't paying attention to this, so... Let's do some sports ball. Sports ball. It's Sports Ball Day, organized by COM, a day devoted to sports ball and sports ball related activities. There are races where you have to bounce a ball on your head or kick it through an obstacle course, and net jumping, and even a dunk tank that Rhett and Com volunteer for. That's cute. And of course, there's a sports ball game at the end. Antecedent brings all the kids from the creche, and the kitchen staff makes soy dogs right on the grill for everyone. Even this is here. Com must have done some hardcore convincing to get him to show up at all, and actually join in the sports ball game. He's on your team, and it's not going great. The flesh is here, but the spirit is clearly rebelling. Yes, get the ball, you skeezy weirdo! Mars yells as the ball sails in his direction. This lets it soar over his head and makes an attempt at running for it. But when Nem gets there first for the opposing team, he backs away. She crows in victory and fires it into your goal. Mars stomps over to Dis. You didn't even try, she berates him. Why are you even playing if you're not going to do your best? Dis shrinks away from her, trying to disappear into his baggy clothing. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save. Protect this. Lay off him. Okay, wait. I wanna see, like, what the other thing does. I wanna see if he appreciates that more. Hold on. I don't care about your stupid teams, Dis mumbles. I don't even want to be here. Com said it would count as school credit for physical and mental wellness. Well, that makes sense. You could still try harder, though. Yeah, like, I think, like, I would have said something more encouraging, just like, you know, you should try your best. You know, like, you don't really lose anything if you do. Dis stalks off. You see him arguing with Com on the sidelines, before Com, still dripping from the dunk tank, takes his place on your team. Resume play, he says, blowing his whistle. With Com on your side, you win the game easily. The day ends with the presentation of awards. Rhett and Auntie Seaton present everyone with a participation ribbon. She with a big smile, and he with a barely contained grimace. Rhett pins your ribbon to your chest and addresses you and Mars. You did great out there. You did great out there. I love to see that kind of drive succeed in our youth. You're both going to be great assets to the colony someday. Mara scoffs and flips her hair over her shoulder. But the security chief continues. If you like winning, you should come talk to me about joining the defense force when you're older. We could use strong people like you. Nearby, you see Auntie Seaton frowning in disapproval. You, Cal, and Nem volunteer to clean up the sports equipment. While you're putting it away inside, you overhear Rhett and Anne in the middle of an argument. It was completely inappropriate, Auntie Seaton says, sounding, well, more spirited than you've ever heard. You took their innocent fun and turned it into a military recruitment drive. You see it like that, Rhett retorts. But a lot of these sports ball kids, they're exactly the kind of people we want defending the colony. They're team players with dedication. They should know there's a place for them doing what they're good at. They can't play sports ball forever. But they're only children once, Anne replies. The whole point of being here is to be different from Earth. No more school-to-military pipeline. These kids aren't doing high school football hoping for scholarships so they don't have to join the military to go to college. Cal and Nem look at you in confusion. You don't know what they mean either. What's a college? Oh, to be a child again. You put the rest of the equipment away in silence. It's always weird to hear adults arguing, especially council members like Rhett and Anne. Finally, Nem speaks up.
Ugh, my mom is such a soggy blanket, she mutters. Chief Rat's right. It's fine if he's just telling us we're good at stuff. She slams a bunch of hard plastic balls into the recycler. Who doesn't like being told they're good at stuff?
Cal puts his armful of ropes and sacks into the recycler.
No way, he says. Rhett shouldn't be trying to convince kids to join the defense force. It's not right.
They're kids, so... Yeah, I'm kinda on their side for this. You agree with Cal. Rhett isn't just being nice. He's brainwashing kids into choosing to join the defense force. Nem makes a gross sound with her mouth and crosses her arms. You finish cleaning the equipment room in silence. Cal and Nem barely look at one another. And don't say goodbye when they leave. You're left with the feeling that something between them is changing forever, and you're helpless to stop it. Well, communication is necessary, so maybe they can still fix it, but they gotta do it by talking about it, you know? Okay, this is rough. That's as good as we're gonna get it, I think. Okay, now we're stressed out and it's pollen, so let's relax, take the day off, and we'll head out next time, because we should probably maybe stop the stream in a bit. We did like an entire year, so I want to relax on the walls and see if we can hang out with this. Oh. Okay, this isn't where we want to go. How do we relax on the walls? Wait, how do we relax on the walls? Like, here? Do I have to do it, like, here? Hold on. Relax on the walls. After the first attack on the colony, they added lookout towers to the walls. Now you have a place to hang out if you don't feel like working, and because it's all the way up here, no adults are gonna come ask you to run any errands for them. On rainy days, you take shelter under the pavilions and listen to the pitter-patter of warm raindrops on the grass roof. You can do whatever you want. Ah, this is the life. It's a good place to study. It's nice to help keep watch. It's nice to help keep watch. Sometimes you offer to fill in on lookout duty so someone can go grab a meal. Maybe someday you'll be allowed to work full shifts as a lookout yourself, but you find out it's not as relaxing as you'd think.
Oh, hey, Lucky.
Dis pops his head up a nearby ladder and looks surprised to see someone else here.
Do you mind if I sit here too?
Heck yeah, come sit beside me. He probably wants me to be more chill, so sure, there's plenty of room. Two of you dangle your feet off the side and watch the valley below. Dis shuffles a little uncomfortably and doesn't say much. You wonder if this was his private spot to be alone before you discovered it. Aw. Forget the baby thing. Your dad comes back from work one day, looking seriously under the weather. He's pale, with deep circles under his eyes, and he keeps sneezing. It's fine, he insists. It's just all this pollen in the air. Skunking up the old air tubes. Do you remember hay fever, Flulu? We always got it back on Earth, too. Your mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did, she agrees. So why isn't it bothering me? You're a lot tougher than me, Sweet Pea, your dad says, and your mom rolls her eyes. I'm sure I just have to get used to it like you did, he continues. Maybe I'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good lungful of the stuff. I'll feel bad for a few weeks, but after that I'll be fine. Your mom raises both eyebrows. Outside the gates? You? Your dad shrugs. Then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Your mom directs him to go lie down on their bed. You need rest, not machismo, she scolds him. I don't have Achoo! Your dad sneezes. A macho bone in my body, Fufu. And I have to fertilize the corn and the pixie beans this week. Uh-huh, your mom grunts. And your dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big yelling honk sneezes that echo through the whole quarters. Truly a dad sneeze. He pulls it away from his face, and you can tell that something's wrong. Huh, your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and glittering in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll backward in his head, his knees buckle, and your mom yells for you to call Instance. Jesus Christ! Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over, but she seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. The explorers have started calling this the Shimmer, she says, shining a light down your dad's throat. He's looking a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. This is way more dangerous than you think. You've dreamed about this. It's super duper dangerous. Your dad just gets more and more sick every year. He could die if he's not careful. There's no need to panic, Instance says dismissively. Your dad is in excellent health otherwise. Ah, right. You're only 12. You remember being older when he... The adults are so stubborn, they're not going to listen to you. And even if they did, the Shimmer's still out there. You can't keep your dad inside forever. You're going to have to find the cure. You've done it before, and you can do it again. Time to go see Tang and Instance in engineering. Okay, I can focus on that. Even after one day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back into the fields. You're gonna love this new crop, Lucky. It's called Pixie Bean. They glow in the dark. He's already pulling on his boots. The fields look so beautiful at night. I'm happy we finally found something that would actually grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. Dad, pixie beans are dangerous. This is from a past life, trust me. You dreamed about these beans. They make people act all funny, and then they get sick. Your dad laughs. Someone's been reading too many hollow novels before bed, Lucky, he says, ruffling your hair. Don't worry about it, my little tomato. I've been studying them since we landed, including eating them. He gestures broadly to himself. Look at me, I'm in great health. Arg, what is with no one believing you? Just because they're dreams doesn't mean they're not real. Your dad is acting pretty strange, but maybe it's the Shimmer brain? You remember pixie beans mostly affecting the teenagers, but ugh. You wish you could remember more. You know I wouldn't lie. +3 colony food. I don't like them either, your mom cuts in. I agree we should be trying to cultivate native crops, but something just feels off about these ones. She shudders. I can't stomach the idea of eating something that glows in the dark. Who knows what that's doing to our bodies. Your dad sighs. Outvoted, huh? I guess that makes me sus. I guess they're gonna have to throw me out the airlock, he says, even though your mom's vote is the only one that counts. Your mom takes your father's hands and looks him in the eyes. Thank you for not forcing me to pull rank, she says quietly. We should grow them, but I'm not ready to pull all our resources behind them just yet. Your dad agrees. The fields will be sowed with earth crops this year. You can't exactly remember the details, but you think it's gonna help. Tang's got something to say. Your holopalm pulses with a message from Tang. Hello, Lucky. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance. Tangent. Typical Tang, but asking her for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find her hunched over a spectrometer, making notes on a hollow screen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been awake for days, wrinkled, a little shiny, and with the wild-eyed look of someone who just needs a cup of black tea. How can I help? I'm researching the shimmer, the respiratory illness some people report during pollen, she says. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. She takes 4 vials with swabs inside them and puts them into your hands. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father. There must be a reason why he's so susceptible to the shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the 2 samples. Then, she continues, pulling another vial from the rack of test tubes, administer this to yourselves. Wait 3 days and take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. Tang looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. There's something going on here, she whispers. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about more than just curing the disease. She squeezes your hand so hard it almost hurts. Unlocking the secrets of shimmer, what affects, and why. It could lead to a greater understanding of all of life on Rotunda. And knowledge. Knowledge is more than power, Lucky. It's control. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you, Tang says. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are gonna fall out of my head. And for what? Well, for the end of debilitating diseases. For the end of a debilitating disease is a pretty good reason, but Tang just shakes her head at herself before she can answer. We're at a disadvantage here, she mutters. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get it under our control. Alright. Dad! Do the thing. Help with the animals. Oh! 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 But also shimmer cure? But maybe also animals? Animals can wait. Shimmer cure. But also, I'm starting to get a little tired and hungry. So I think I'll do 1 engineering lesson and then we're gonna call it a day. Professor Howell rubs his hands together as he waits for the class to settle down. He's in a great mood. This must be his favorite subject to teach. If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. I'm 12! Tangent raises her hand. Will we also learn about nuclear engineering? She asks. Professor Howell nods. Yes, at a beginner level. We'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Tangent and Chief Engineer Instance have been hard at work in the lab trying to find a cure for the shimmer disease. You've come to realize you remember how to cure the shimmer. You can't tell them it comes from your dreams, but you know the nightmares of fungal topiaries and you know the cure. You think you do, anyway. Subtly guide them to the cure. You offer to help and nudge their research in the right direction. Due to what looks like a series of happy accidents, you achieve a breakthrough in a matter of weeks that would have taken years. Sunlight! Cool. You try inoculations, antibiotics, antifungal creams, but what finally works is a high-intensity light treatment mimicking the full force of the sun's during dust, coupled with an injection to increase its potency.
Of course, Tang exclaims. The fungus colonizes animal life during pollen, and some succumb to it, but the intense light of dusk scourges the fungus from the survivors. It's all part of the natural cycle.
The treatment works on samples, now to test it on a subject. You know how it works, test it on yourself. You already know the treatment works and is safe. But you have to test it on someone to prove it. At least this way, you look like a badass. You open a triple-locked research room and pass through an airlock. You don't have your enviro suit on, but that's the point. You need a strong dose of this fungus in your lungs. The small room is filled with the shimmer fungus. It's growing on everything. The floor and walls, and on lumpy shapes that were some kind of biological matter once. Now it's all just fungus, violet and shiny. You breathe deeply, marveling in the feel of soupy, dangerous air infiltrating your body. This is terrifying. Tang watches safely from behind the thick plexiglass. You can't tell if she's jealous or impressed. A -5 stress. Next, you slide into the light therapy machine to bask in the nice warm light for a while. Even have a nap. Dr. Instance takes your vitals and runs samples of your fluids through various machines. She's excruciatingly thorough, but after a few days she concludes that the treatment is a success. You still carry a high fungal load, but its effects have been nullified by the light therapy. Gained memory. The shimmer cure. Okay, we got it! Remarkable, Instance says, going over your findings. Now that we have a frontline therapy, we can begin treating the population to prevent the fungus from taking hold. She looks over at Tang. Lucky's discovery will be of great help with our other research. You expect Tangent might be cross that you got the credit, but she nods, looking pleased. You're just thankful that no one was killed, not your father or anyone else. The colony is safe from the shimmer. Safe from the shimmer. I've been playing too long. The words aren't coming out of my mouth as good as before. Oh my goodness. Late pollen. Okay. This is a good place to call it. Nah, but I want animals. I gotta do the animal thing. Okay, last thing. Animals. Hello, my little tomato. Your dad's voice rings out across the fields, hale and hearty. You don't have it in yourself to be embarrassed. Not during pollen, not with a memory of him struggling to breathe so fresh in your mind. But we got the cure. It's fine. Are you coming to check on your old man? He teases you. He takes a deep breath, holds it, and lets it all out comfortably. I'm doing great. No congestion, no sneezing, and I definitely don't want to take a hike outside the walls. Gain memory, dad's love. Plus 1, 2, and from other social cards. Your dad pulls you into a big hug, ruffling your hair. He smells like sunshine and dirt and sweat, and you've never been happier to breathe it all in. He's alive. I'm so proud of you, he says quietly. You can pull off miracles, kiddo. Thanks, Dad. If your mom already said no, I agree with her, your dad says, without looking up from his work. I know you two disagree about things, but she's still your mom. I'm here for the animals, dude. Lassoing a float cow. Your dad is working with the float cows. One of them is sick and isn't producing enough urine as ballast, and it keeps wanting to float away. Your dad is building a spike so that he can tie her down until she feels better. Aw, she's cute. You hold onto the leash, feeling like a little kid with a balloon. A big, woolly, gassy balloon. It looks down at you with placid, unblinking eyes. You can see yourself refracted in them. Neat. Oh wait, is that it? We haven't picked an activity to do today. And we've done the engineering stuff, so we should probably go outside. But also it's late, so let's just save here. We'll call it a day. And let's go see. There's only 2 people here, so I'm a little bit like hesitant to raid, but I'll do it anyway. Fuck it. Let me go find somebody to raid. Hold on. Small Chi. Yeah, I might as well raid Small Chi. She cute. Great stream as always. Thanks, Glade. I'm glad you think so. Oh, my brain. Where is it? Do I have it? I think it's here. My brain. Right. Okay. Lucky raid. Wait, we haven't raided yet. We gotta go to Small Chi. Boop.
Okay, everyone, be nice to Small Chi and remember to drink lots of water and have snackos and stuff. Wow, because I'm gonna have snackos. Alright, bye everybody. Take care.